the fact that there's just that much more opportunity for people to acquaint themselves with his genius and his heart, his brain, his soul, his music, I think is really, really special.
Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. The new musical, The Jonathan Larson Project, features undiscovered songs and works from the Pulitzer Prize-winning writer, and we're here to celebrate with the first nighters.
I feel unbelievable. We have worked so hard for 2 months now to the day, I think, on this, between rehearsal and previews and all of it. Our cast has had the flu. We have tried songs in different places. We have tried different songs in different places. We have tried different drafts of songs from various decades. I mean, we've put so much work into this. So to be able to complete it in front of our friends and family, always a joy with every show. But this show, it's the third Jonathan Larson opening ever in New York City, and I'm a part of it. And so it's just a true lifelong dream that I didn't even know I could have come true, you know?
I'm thrilled. I'm feeling really proud, and I've been feeling Jonathan in the room with us this entire time, and I'm feeling him especially tonight, and I think he would be really proud of what we made. Jonathan's work has sort of been with me my entire career, and so to kind of come back to it when I'm in my late 30s and find the new things, in his material, it just feels really nice.
Jonathan had a huge impact on my life, a huge reason why I got so into theater. He's a huge reason why I ended up moving from Hawaii to New York. I'm getting to work with people that I've worked with and that I'm a huge fan of for decades in this industry, in this city. And I love getting to sing what I get to sing. It feels appropriately I don't know if protesty is the right word, but it just feels, for the times that we're living in right now, it feels good to be doing this material.
He may have passed, but we have so many people who are still here with us who knew him really well. And so tonight especially just felt I felt so honored to be delivering this for them, and anyone who's ever been a fan, but especially those who knew him.
And introducing Jonathan's music to a whole new generation, what that means to you.
It means absolutely everything. I'm watching the reactions of audience members who are Rent fans or Tick Tick Boom fans come in and take in this new music, and they're so moved and on their feet. It's moving to experience.
I think for me, the idea that we could be some small piece of keeping Jonathan's legacy alive is one of the most proud that I could imagine ever being.
Taking this music and passing it on to the next generation and moving it to touch people's hearts, to celebrate and change the world, hopefully in some small way, but honored to be a part of this journey.
Someone came to the show the other day and said they had no idea about Rent or Tick Tick Boom. They were 16 and this was their first Jonathan Larson musical and they loved it. That's the dream of a lifetime. I'm so honored by that.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, human memory is very ephemeral. So all we can do, to continue on a culture of tradition and musical, growth through the years is just keep telling people about this music.
It was lovely to see Jonathan again. And I was astounded at how correct I have always been on how much a visionary he really was. And it all comes to life here. I was just saying, if you feel freaked out about today, you might find some solace in this music because he saw it decades ago and wrote it down. And it just keeps spinning around. And so just knowing that can make you feel stronger. I already feel stronger just having heard him again.
Some of these things were written when he was probably 22, 23. And to me, it's very unfortunate that some of these songs are wildly relevant right now. They should feel like old, things from the attic that are like, oh, well, that's nostalgic and that's nice. And unfortunately, a lot of them are very relevant. So I think it speaks to the times beyond everything else. And we're very happy. It's just, there's been so much love, and there's such a wonderfully talented, fabulous group of people who have just done it with absolute love every step of the way, which seems to be the way with my brother's stuff.
Spent spent so much of my life since being a part of Rent trying to do my part to uphold his legacy. So it's really meaningful that there are many other people doing that. That's really special. And I think that one of the things that tonight really does is it gives that much more of a glimpse into his the scope of his work and how much heart and intelligence is in all of it. And there's a purity of spirit that I think people might not be surprised by, since Rent to me has such a purity of spirit. But I always said that there in my experience of him, the short time that I knew him, there wasn't a cynical bone in his body. There were times when he would feel, the world is cynical. He would reflect on that, or be, the struggles that he had. But he, in my experience, it never made him have a dark way of expressing himself. He always was striving to find the light. And I think that this really captures that in a beautiful way. I don't know. I mean, I was familiar with some of this music because we did a concert of a lot of his non-Rent songs during the run of Rent. We did a benefit concert. So there were there were like maybe 3 or 4 of the songs that I knew from that. And then there was this, I mean, I don't even know how many hundreds of songs he wrote. He was so prolific. So this is the fact that there's just that much more opportunity for people to acquaint themselves with his genius and his heart, his brain, his soul, his music, I think is really, really special.